You always say, don't give up, let it go. Set your heart up low and let the ones around you know your love's still there. Break down walls, build a bridge. Find the ones who let you build a new foundation for a world you can't believe in. Da 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 la la la. No use complaining, it's not fair. Nobody knows all the answers. There are clues everywhere. And then I remember what you always say. Don't give up, let it go. Set your heart up low and let the ones around you know your love's still there. Break down walls, build a bridge. Find the ones who let you build a new foundation for a world you can't believe in. Don't give up, let it go. Set your heart up low and let the ones around you know your love's still there. Break down walls, build a bridge. Find the ones who help you build a new foundation for a world we can believe in. You can't believe it. You can't believe it. Thank you very much. It's amazing how you can play for, God, I can't think how old I am, for a very long time and still get nervous enough to forget the words in a new place. Actually, Joe and Andy have heard the song, but I never do this name. I have a little granddaughter who next week will be turning 5. She lives out in Seattle. And thank God we live in the time of Zoom and, you know, there are good uses for some of this stuff. And one of those is that you get to see your grandkids, or kid in my case. But even nicer is they get to know you. So when she comes out in the summertime, we aren't strangers. She says, I want to go out and visit Nana and Baba. So I wrote this song and told her, this one's for you. I'm going to use up all my time tuning. Now I love this lovely spring weather. It's
not like we're going to go out and rake.
no. Okay, so this is a song called Little Things. I was like, I think if my fingers will cooperate. If you take a little seed and you put it in the dirt, and water it and watch it grow, it'll turn into a flower. In your darkest hour, it'll comfort you and bring you hope. And if you take a drop of water and you send it to the clouds, way up where it's bitter cold, it'll turn into a snowflake. Looking out at earth and draw a smile. It's a nice on your nose. Every little thing is a meaning, and all the little things accrue. And when those things are and you're reaching for a purpose, it's in every little thing that you do. Every little thing has a meaning, and all the little things accrue. When life becomes a circus and you're reaching for a purpose, it's in every little thing that you do. My fingers are working today. Every little thing has a meaning. Oh, thank you. And all the little things accrue. And life is a circus, and you're reaching for a purpose, and you're little thing that you do. Every little thing has a meaning. And all the little things accrue. When life becomes a circus, and you're reaching for a purpose, it's in every little thing that you do. And if you take a little pebble and you roll it down a mountain and you holler out, look out below! It'll turn into a landslide, everybody runs and hides. It's the power of a pebble, you know. Every little thing has a meaning, and all the little things accrue. And when you're sinking beneath the surface and you're reaching for a purpose, it's in every little thing that you do. Every little thing has a meaning, and all the little things accrue. When life becomes a circus and you're reaching for a purpose, it's in every little thing that you do. When life becomes a circus and you're really going berserk, it's in every little thing that you do.
Whoa!
Thank you, and all their following.
Eddie Rufkin.
All right, Eddie.
I love that song.
I'm so glad.
Is that Brazilian? Sounds fabulous. Balance.
I just wish I was playing better.
That's great. Yeah, so it's allowed.
Oh, yeah, it is. Nice to see.
It's good to be back. Andy Rufkin, everybody. Thank you, Joe. Good to see you all. might have done some early version of this here at some point, but I'm still working it out. It's still not done. So if you think that was imperfect, we're gonna bring a different level.
Make me feel better.
Imperfection.
Make me feel better.
It's called Save Dreams for Sleeping. La 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 la. My balance. We all hold the dreams somewhere deep in our minds, where everything's fair and everyone's kind. Flowers all blooming, no smoke in the sky. No wars in the headlines, no tears in your eyes. But save dreams for sleeping, save dreams for sleeping. It's time to get real. Hard workers are suffering while millionaires steal. Young women in trouble can't find caring hands. House builders born elsewhere get bundled in bands. I'm not saying it's easy, all good things take time. Those trying to divide us are good at their crimes. But if we stop dreaming, dive into the fray, a more perfect union is coming our way. Our country needs mending, but how to begin? With problems so tangled, no start and no end. Reach out to a stranger, get out of your pack. Find one thing you agree on, and walk that one path. One step at a time, the trust that you do will carry us further than lying in pain. So save dreams for sleeping, it's time to get real. Hard workers are suffering while millionaires steal. Young women in trouble can't find caring hands. House builders born elsewhere get bundled in vans. I'm not saying it's easy, all good things take time. It's time. Those trying to drive. Sorry. See, I told you. I'm doing this. I'm not saying it's easy, all good things take time. Those trying to divide us are good at their crimes. But if we stop dreaming, dive into the fray, a more perfect union is coming our way. It will be a song. You're seeing performative stages and something. And I can do what I'm, should I do another work in progress? Something I actually know. So I might have done an early version of this year too. Back in February, there was this online songwriting workshop called FALM, February Album Writing Month. And people were just coming up with all kinds of songs every day. And I just did 2. We're supposed to do like 30. It's really crazy. So this is one, and I was trying to right, the prompt was time machine. And I said, okay, I'll go forward in time and look at what's going on now. And this came out, and it's called Good News from 2044, question mark. Question mark is part of the title. And one line makes my wife crazy, so see if you can pick out that line.
I'll watch for Andy going.
Yeah.
I'll do this with a flatbread. It's very short. We get it over with quick. Okay, that's the time machine. Maybe this movie will be done. Okay. Don't know how I got here 2044. Somehow the world avoided nuclear war. Somehow the climate didn't go to hell. Somehow the Constitution never fell. Candidates for president are on the stump. Sasha Obama and Barron Trump. And that's not the weirdest thing I have to relate. They're both kind of sane and talking pretty straight. That change didn't happen on its own. The sun let out a flare and all our circuits were blown. AI fried, satellites died. People had to chat without the telephone. Of course that's a dream. The sun won't set us straight. It'll take a lot of work to make this country great. Join yourself a club or your PTA. Even run for office if you feel that way. Find yourself a goal that suits your skills and heart. Take back the power from the oligarchs. Don't know how I got here 2044. Somehow the world avoided nuclear war. Somehow the climate didn't go to hell. Somehow the Constitution never fell. So, it'll be a song. I had Elon Musk in there too. Starlink didn't rhyme with anything.
We didn't listen.
Rob Bauer. Michael Fay is in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my back. No. This is he played bass in the Bangor Symphony, and he trained. No, he just, well, no.
So you missed my little song. That's okay, I'll have to sing the verse later, but I told you it was like way too early the 2 nights before, so I ended up playing Masters of War.
How's that?
Masters of War, Dylan. Masters of War. Anyway, nice and minor. Anyway,
All right.
Rob Bauer, everybody.
All right. So I'm glad to see someone else is talking about grandchildren because I got number 6 due in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, the Braxton Hicks. Braxton Hicks. They started. That can go for a while. I know. Well, we're heading down there to see our 6th grandchild, Theodore Robert Buckenbauer. So, a couple of questions here. We got some memory issues going on. Yeah, so that's why I have that. But I got 2 songs up, and as Joe knows, I always have a theme. And it's not political today. It's I was looking for songs about spring, and because I've been singing a lot of songs about winter, so it's time to get out of that. And then this kind of came out of the blue. I was Googling spring folk songs. I was asking Alexa for folk songs about spring, and she was coming up with these songs I'd never heard. And then I realized the first song I memorized, and probably the first song a lot of us memorized, took place in the spring. Barbara Allen, in the merry month of May. And how many people was that? That was my first song that I ever memorized. And then the next one was The Water is Wide. And all those songs I still remember. But I can't memorize a song now. It's
save myself. But so that's my second song is Barbara Allen, and everybody can sing along. It's one of those things. It's kind of funny how we remember those early songs, and we can't remember the new ones. But so my fifth grandchild, his name is Julian, and this is the song that Gordon Bach sang with and Nero and Trickett, the Bells of Norwich. And of course, Julian of Norwich was a mystic, and she was one of the first female religious figures back in the English times, back in the 1300s. And she had visions and stuff, and she was quite a figure. And she was what's known as, and this is where it gets a little weird. There's kind of a maritime connection to her. She was known as an anchoress. Has anybody ever heard of that term? Joe has. Now, so what is an anchoress, Joe?
I'm trying to remember. I know the term. I used to know what it meant, but it's to do with a nunnery.
A what?
A nunnery.
A nunnery, yeah. If this was in Brooklyn, if it was Brooklyn, Maine, it would be a woman that throws the anchor out of the boat. But this was in Norwich, England, so so she was an anchoress. So yeah, so my voice is good. So my guitar had a unfortunate experience with gravity a couple of months ago, and still getting used to having it back. All right, now I'm also starting to lose my voice. Find out where I'm going to be on this. I think I was up here somewhere. No, that's not well, I don't know where my voice is today, but it's not right there. We'll find it eventually. Let's see if we can get it here. No, that's not it. I'm having a hard time with this. I don't know if I'm going to find it. My voice has been a wicked horse since last month.
Give it a try.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. Loud are the bells of Norwich, and the people come and go. Here by the Tower of Julian, I tell them what I know. Ring out the bells of Norwich, let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. Love like the yellow daffodil is coming through the snow. Love like the yellow daffodil, it touches all I know. Ring loud the bells of Norwich, let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. Ring for the yellow daffodil that flowers in the snow. Ring for the yellow daffodil, tell them what I know. Ring out the bells of Norwich, let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. All shall be well, I'm telling you. Let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. So there's that. Hopefully daffodils come back out. There are some crocuses at the post office. Thanks, Mr. Flynn. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that voice is definitely not. Yes, it's struggling. I even had lemon and manuka honey on the way out, but that didn't do it. Okay. So one of the things that I do, and actually it was kind of funny, I saw it on Facebook, you know, how many places you've been to. And one of the things, whenever we travel, I try to go to open mics around the country. And I've been to a lot of open mics. I've been to 2 in Brooklyn, 1 in Manhattan, 1 in North Carolina, 1 in City Island, 3 or 4 in Maine, 2 in Newfoundland. And it's always fun to go to these open mics and just see what other people are doing. And it's a lot of fun. So I have this song. I know this song. I don't know why I'm even on here, but it's I guess it's a confidence thing. In the merry month of May, when green roads all were swelling, sweet William on his deathbed lay, for the love of Barbara Allen. Well, he sent his servant to his room, to the place where she lay dwelling, saying, you must come to my master dear, if your name be Barbara Allen. So slowly she got up, and slowly she drew nigh him, and the only words to him did say, young man, I think you're dying. But he turned his face up to the wall, and death was in him dwelling. Goodbye, goodbye to my friends all. Goodbye to Barbara Allen. Well, when he was dead and laid in grave, she heard the death bells knelling, and every stroke to her did say, hard-hearted Barbara Allen. Oh, mother, mother, go dig my grave. Make it both long and narrow. Sweet William died of love for me, and I will die of sorrow. And no father, oh father, go dig my grave. Dig it both long and narrow. Sweet William died on yesterday, and I will die tomorrow. Aubrey Allen was buried in the old churchyard. Sweet William was buried right beside her. Out of Sweet William's heart there grew a rose. Out of Aubrey Allen's a briar. Well, they grew and grew in the old churchyard till they could grow no further. At the end they formed a true lover's knot, and the rose grew round the briar.
And now a special treat all the way from NDI, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Beth Ellen Warner! No relation. Oh yeah, he makes the chair.
That sounds good. I never know. Joe and I are both from New Jersey.
Don't say it too loud.
And when I was first learning to play guitar in New Jersey, a fellow came to our high school that kind of got laughed off the stage, but I really liked him. And his name was Donovan. And I just read a magazine article, Far Out magazine, yesterday, published a story that Donovan wrote the best love song of the hippie era, and it was Sunshine Superman. But that's not what I'm going to sing. This is called Colors. See if I can remember the words. Yellow is the color of my true love's hair in the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Blue is the color of the sky in the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time, that's the time, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Green is the color of the sparkling corn in the morning when we rise.
in the morning when we rise. That's the time, that's the time, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Now is the feeling that I in the morning when we rise. That's the time, that's the time, that's the time, that's the time I love this. Freedom is a word I seldom use without thinking. Without thinking. Of the time, of the time, of the time, of the time when I've been alone. Yellow is the color of my true love's hair in the morning. When we rise in the morning, when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. There's another darn. I really like it. And I can remember them. This is called Catch the Wind. In the chilling hours and minutes of uncertainty, I want to be in the warmth of your love, mine. Yeah, to feel you all around me and to take your hand along the sand. But I may as well try and catch the wind. Oh, when sundown fills the sky, I wanna hide a while behind your smile. Everywhere I look, your eyes I find. Yeah, for me to love you now be the sweetest thing. Make my heart sing. But I may as well try and catch the wind. Oh, when rain has hung the leaves with tears, I want you near to cure my fears. Help me to leave all my blues behind. Yeah, you're standing in your heart is where I wanna be and long to be. I may as well try and catch the wind.
popular in all of America, pretty much every region. We usually call it Mississippi Sawyer. Not named for a sawyer from the Mississippi area. It's actually when a log or a giant tree trunk falls into the Mississippi, sometimes instead of lying horizontally, they'll go vertical and just bob in the water a couple feet below the surface. It's very dangerous, and if a ship runs into it, it could destroy the whole thing. They used to have spotters to look out for them. That's what a Mississippi Sawyer is. This tune actually comes via Ireland from France, and it was sung during the French Revolution when they were, beheading kings and stuff. So, no reason I'm playing that today. Today's no reason at all. Now I'm going to try and sing a song. I don't know if my voice is going to cooperate. All right, that song's called 6345
Thank you, Vinny. I'd also like to thank Vinny for taking care of the sound in the last couple of months. And now, really, everybody, drum roll.
Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Everyone can hear me? Excellent. Well, without going into detail, it has been a really hellish week, so I'm really glad to be here to hear some really good music. From Liverpool to Frisco, a roving I went. To stay in that country was my good intent. But drinking strong liquor like other damn fools soon got me transported back to Liverpool. And it's roll, hey, roll bullies roll. Them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. One night off Cape Horn I shall never forget. It's oftentimes I sighs when I thinks of it yet. We was round in Cape Horn with our main skysail set. Round in Cape Horn and we're all wringing wet. It's roll, hey, roll bullies roll. Them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. Our good ship lies waiting out in the bay, awaiting a fair wind to get underway. With all of her sailors so sick and so sore, for they've drunk all their whiskey and can't get no more. And it's row, hey, row bullies row. Them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. And now we're a-hauling way onto the line. When I thinks of it yet, sure we had a good time. Them sea boys box hauling the yards all around to beat that flash packet called the Thatcher McGowan. And it's roll, hey, row bullies row. Them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. And now we've arrived in Bramley-Moor dock. Them flash little Judies to the pierhead do flock. The barrels run dry and our 5-foot advance. I think it's high time to get up and dance. And it's roll, hey, row bullies row. Them Liverpool Judies have got us in tow. We're all in voice.
Yeah.
It's the lovely weather.
They say life has its ups and downs. That feeling now is quite profound. I'd rather push the capstan round, but it's pump me boys before we drown. Pump me boys, pump or dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. The captain's daughter, I suppose, she could be an English rose. What do you think when I proposed? The cough to me she gave a dose. Pump me boys, pump or dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. I went to the doctor right away to find out what he'd have to say. That's £3.10, be on your way. I'm sure the girl is in his pay. Pump me boys, pump or dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. Yeah. No. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Oh, how I wish that when I die, the swine that built this tub I'd find. I'd drag him back from where he fries to pump until this beggar's dry. Pump me lads, pump or dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. If Noah had him for the ark, wouldn't that have been a lark? From rising sun till half past dark, the animals all hard at work. Pump me boys, pump or dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. Sometimes when I am in your bed, thinking about the day ahead, I wish that I could wake up dead. but it's pump is all I get instead. Pump me lads, pump a drive, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. There's so much water down below, how it got there I don't know. The old man says to roll and go, but I think we're bound for Davy Jones. Pump me lads, pump a drive, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your backs and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home.
And now Riley. County or city? All city. Right. What's your last name? Tanilla. Ryland Tanilla. What's in, right?
No.
Got a couple of quick ones, some unfinished ones, really bad at finishing songs. I'm really good at starting them though. I have about 15 or 20 that need to get finished. I'm leaving this fishing town, headed to the city, way down south. I'm leaving this fishing town, oh Lord, going big city down south. This city, say it's full of sin, ain't got no pine trees, get lost in. But the women are pretty, oh Lord, I guess there's somewhere to begin. And I'll show Miss my neighborhood, the old dirt road deep in the woods. And I'll miss the quiet nights, oh Lord, I hope this brings me something good. I'm leaving this fishing town, going to the city, way down south. I'm leaving this fishing town, oh Lord, going to the city down south. Something stupid I done when I was 20 something. And if I miss sleep, well I hope it's interrupted by someone sleeping next to me just
No. A little different this time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Just gonna, it feels like it's been a long time since I've been here, but it really hasn't been too long, I guess. Didn't have much time to prepare, so I'm just gonna play some stuff that's a little different, I guess. Is the way I put it. Yeah. Go where you want to, do the things you feel. Walk around with a broken leg and $100 bill. Get yourself a pistol, get yourself a dog. Stay up all night getting drunk, sleeping on a hollow log. Walk till you're restless, sleep until you're tired. Wake up without thinking, you're the one that I desire. So that song's by Beck. Yeah, it's a little different, but I thought it was nice.
You played some of his other stuff, right?
Yes, I have played some of his other stuff before, and I thought that one definitely fit the vibe of this. This next one I haven't played that one before at an open mic, but this one I have a long time ago. It's also a relatively unknown one, but yeah, it's been a minute since I've done this, so let's try this, I guess. You hang around for a living, somewhere between all the land and the sky, being by never forgiving. Nobody knows you and neither do I. Birds may believe at a distance, you wear a grin and keep perfectly still, driven away with persistence. I wonder if they have wondered or will ever wonder.
gentlemen.
Joe Bruno, everybody! Testing 1, 2. Okay.
Like being your own son.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully I won't forget the words, too many of the words, but it's great to be back here. I missed everybody. I missed the open mics for sure, and certainly the people, obviously. So thank you for such a great turnout today. I'm gonna put my, whatever this is, the other truck, car sits on it. I switch really nice. So this past Monday, I guess, was the 5th anniversary of John Pride's passing. And this guy just has spoken to me for, oh my God, well over 50 years. And I just love his music. I love his wit. I love his insight. And I love the way he can, oh, he's kind of like a Midwestern Mark Twain in music. You know, he just, so I'm going to sing a couple of very simple John Prine tunes.
Yeah.
Lesser known, maybe. Take 2. I love country music. This is Prine doing country. No. A lot of the songs I really need the Travis pick. I don't, so I guess I can think. Anyway, I knew a girl who was almost a lady. She had a way with all the men in her life. Every inch of her blossoming beauty. She was born on the 4th of July. Used to live in an aluminum house trailer, and she worked in a jukebox saloon, and she took all the money I give her just to see all the man in the moon. We forgot the words, but nobody knows. He used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory, and awaken in dawn's early light. But to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the great compromise. Used to go out on Saturday evening to the drive-in on Route 41. It was there that I first suspected she was doing what she'd already done. She said, "Johnny, won't you get me some popcorn?" And she knew I had to walk pretty far. And as soon as I passed through the moonlight, she hopped into a foreign sports car.
the foot of Old Glory, and awakened in dawn's early light. But to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the great compromise. Wait, no, I could have beat up that fella, but it was her who hopped into his car. And many times I fought to protect her, but this time she was going too far. Now some folks, they call me a coward because I left her in the drive-in that night. But I'd rather have names thrown at me than to fight for a thing that ain't right. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awaken in dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of the great compromise. Well, she writes all the fellas love letters, saying greetings, come and see me real soon. Then they go and line up in that bar room, spend the night in that sick woman's room. But sometimes I get awful lonely, and I wish she was my girl instead. But she won't let me live with her, and she makes me live in my head. I used to sleep at the foot of Old Glory and awaken in dawn's early light. Much to my surprise, when I opened my eyes, I was a victim of a great compromise. I can't even describe that song. It's quasi-patriotic codependence. I have no idea. Here's another one. So I heard an interview with Brian, probably YouTube or somewhere this week, and he described this song, or as he described this song, he recollected a time when he was doing crossword puzzles with his mother. Classic John Prine, right, probably in the 70s. And I guess on the back of the crossword magazine, there were, it was just kind of a page full of similes. So for those of you who are familiar, similes are comparisons with the use of like or as, right? So he got some ideas. He said he wrote some stuff down on a piece of paper, stuck it in his pocket, and then a year and a half later, he wrote this song. The way he described it, so I just wrote this last Sunday. So this is pretty cool. Another slightly irreverent. Up in the morning, work like a dog, better than sitting like a bum on a log. Mind your manners, be quiet as a mouse. Someday you own a home that's as big as a house. I know a fella down the old golf course. All I see is wife. She's a cute little bitch. She smokes like a chimney, and she drinks like a fish. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Oh, baby, it's a big old goofy girl. Elvis had a woman with a head like a rock. I wish I had a woman that would make my knees knock. She sing like an angel, then she eat like a bird. If I wrote a song, she know every single word. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Oh, baby, it's a big old goofy girl. Kiss a little baby, show the world a smile. And if you take an inch, give them back a mile. If you lie like a rug, if you don't give a damn, never gonna be happy as a clam. Well, I was sitting here in a Blue Hill Co-op, trying to sing a song. My head's about as empty as the day is long. Life's clear as a bell. I should have gone to school. I'd be wise as an owl, and stubborn as a mule. There's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Oh, baby, it's a big old goofy girl.
We do a jam.
Yeah, jam on.
Blues jam and eat. Not bad, but eat. Country jam and G. See? Vinny, you want to
Ask the banjo
Yeah, whatever.
player.
Want to
Banjo
record
player
banjo, you
probably
lead
what's the
us?
best.
I don't care, whatever. I can do whatever.
We can just play. Why don't you don't mind?
What?
Like some kind of instrumental.
Oh, sure.
G, C, D, B, A, G, something.
Okay.
Unless you got, anybody else have an idea on why
What was that one called when you did it?
Yeah, I mean, dance beat to the end of love. It's not a downbeat. I mean, I love the tune. It's a great tune. It's a great tune. I love the tune, but I mean, I hate to like have a upbeat and like, because it's ultimately about. That's what inspired me right now.
So, what tempo, Captain?
What's that? Sure.
Anybody want to come up? We can just do it. All right, let's go.
Thank you.
What?
Brian lives on. How you doing? Great. Yeah, maybe. Perfect. I know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, the chord I like the best. I'm gonna get cigarettes. Well, he made it more easy.
Not really, no. Chord, that's all I got right now.